Today was a glorious day because I got to get rid of my Xfinity Comcast membership and replace it with a T-Mobile 5G gateway. The coverage has been great. The speed has been twice as fast. I'm only paying $50 a month, no contract. I just wanted to show you guys the speeds and that I got rid of Xfinity Comcast today. So today was a glorious day, as many of you can probably imagine. I previously had Xfinity and I was on the most basic plan, paying $20 a month, getting about 50 megs down, and they upped it to 75 megs down, but I noticed I was getting throttled a ton, which really pissed me off. Another reason to get rid of Xfinity, they just throttle you randomly. So let's look at all the different prices in my area. This is Xfinity. After a year, your price goes up to $50 a month for 75 down, or $60 a month for 100 down. So my goal really was just to beat this price and get rid of Xfinity because their customer service is so atrocious. The only other wired internet option in my area is CenturyLink, and they're a little cheaper, but the wire to my house for CenturyLink got downed by a tree last year, and I really would like to not put that back up. And also, CenturyLink is not great. Another option, Google Fiber, doesn't exist in my area, so I can't pay $70 a month. I would love to pay $70 a month for gig internet, but I can't. I was thinking about just getting Starlink because that's available in my area, but that's $600 for the dish and then $135 a month to activate. That's just too expensive for home internet, which is going to be kind of latency prone. So I moved on to the T-Mobile 5G home internet hub. This is how the internet box looks in my house. It's kind of messy in this area. It's next to a window and my washer and dryer. But literally all I had to do was plug in the box. It had a SIM card in it with an assigned phone number. It immediately worked once I pulled up the app and activated it. And then I was able to connect my Google Home internet, and that immediately worked with it. Voila. This is about halfway through my house. I have another Google Home Wi-Fi hub, which redistributes the Wi-Fi to the other parts of the house. I also just plugged this in again, and it started working with the other Google Home hub perfectly. If you're interested in picking up a T-Mobile home Wi-Fi box, I really recommend just going into the T-Mobile phone store, and you can pick up one of these boxes in person. You don't even pay any money immediately. You just pick up the box and then you do the billing later. It's $50 a month, and that includes the router, this router box, and the SIM card. All that is expected is when you're done with the box, you just return it. That's amazing. You can also travel with this box. The representative told me that as long as that there's not peak data usage on that cell tower, you can bring this box with you and you should get the same speeds. But if it is peaked out, you'll be deprioritized less and get slower speeds. He told me it wasn't throttling, but more of a prioritization in data usage on that cell tower, which I thought was interesting. Many of us just have cell spots on our phones now, but if you don't want to use your cell phone spot, you could just travel around with this Wi-Fi box potentially and solve your Wi-Fi woes, as long as there's 5G in that area. So you kind of are at the will of the 5G map of T-Mobile, but I have AT&T for my main phone line, and I've noticed that T-Mobile service is actually better than AT&T. What? This is my average speed on Xfinity. I was getting 50 down, even though they were promising me 75 down and 12 up. Garbage. Complete trash from Xfinity. Ugh, can't wait to get rid of them. These are my speeds on the T-Mobile home hotspot. It's perfect for me. There's 3 people in my household, and these are great speeds for me for $50 a month. If you don't want to ever speak to Comcast again, please switch to T-Mobile. Their customer service is great. Everyone in the store was great. It's a fair price, $50 plus the box. Steal.